There's an old Chinese saying, even the filthiest whore in the brothel will want a monument to her chastity. Now, I didn't really understand what this phrase meant until last week when I got a parking ticket at my local university. I was walking to my car and attached to my windshield was a parking ticket for $15 whole. Do you have any sort of idea what I could do with that sort of money? With $15 whole, I could have donated it to a charity and fed a starving African child for an entire month. Now, was I going to donate to a charity and feed starving African children? Fuck no, obviously not. I was probably just going to spend it on OnlyFans subscriptions, but it just goes to show you how selfish, inhumane, and greedy parking tickets can be. But that's not all, because then I saw the parking enforcement officer slapping tickets on any single car that broke the rules. And when he made eye contact with me, I knew. This was the look of a man who makes $12 an hour being an asshole all day, and he loves it. He was the judge, jury, and executioner of that parking lot, and I was the dirty, dirty scum beneath his feet, and he knew it. But in that moment, I didn't feel rage or sadness or hatred towards him. No, I only felt one emotion. Lust. Pure, primal lust. You see, my dream in this life isn't to become like a billionaire or to travel the world or to have a big house and a cool job. No, that shit's so boring. Instead, my dream in this life is to have an army of miserable excuses of humans, just pathetic men who are failures in every aspect of their lives, and I want to turn them into my slaves, where they can live a life of even more suffering. And the man assigning parking tickets to cars, he would be at the very front of my slave army. My dream is that he wakes up every morning to the cruelest of cock and ball tortures, and that he watches me slap $15 fines on his wife, who's sobbing the entire time. And then, when he's finally had enough of me putting tire locks on his wife and kids, he'll say, "Thank you very much, master," and then he'll go back into the cock and ball electrocution chamber. Anyways, I was thinking about all of this while I was making eye contact with him, and I guess it made him extremely uncomfortable because he started getting on his bike and pedaling away as fast as he could. Anyways, my name is KFC Legends, and this is my video essay on why I think parking tickets are inhumane. But while we're on the subject, let's talk a little bit more about parking enforcement officers. Why the fuck are they dressed like that? Every single parking enforcement officer that I've ever seen always has this ridiculous outfit on. They all have like this high visibility vest, they have helmets, and a lot of them are going around on a bike, and one time I even saw a parking enforcement officer on a horse. And every part of this outfit is so unbelievably stupid. My brother, you do not need all this protective gear because you are going 2 miles an hour in a parking lot. I swear, these animals literally dress as if they're going to get hit by a car and get blasted into the stratosphere, bro. Like, if I didn't know any better, I would have literally thought that these animals are trying to cosplay Moomin Rider from One Punch Man. And, okay, here's the other thing, is that they don't even need the bike either. They hop on their bike, they go like 5 feet, they scan a car, and then they hop on their bike and go another 5 feet to scan another car. It's ridiculous. The worst part is that it's always some ridiculous expensive bike too. Like it's some gunmetal gray titanium frame mountain bike that will probably sell for $10,000 on the market. And the furthest that bike's ever gone is to go from parking lot A to parking lot B. Looking at their outfit would actually make me so angry if it wasn't for the fact that it also turned me on so much. Because for me personally, I like my slaves to be as pathetic as possible, and that outfit just does it for me. Like, this might be a little too much information, but if I ever saw a parking enforcement officer in my bedroom and they showed up in that uniform and their $10,000 mountain bike, I just wouldn't be able to hold myself back. Like, my idea of a perfect night with a parking enforcement officer would probably include like some collars, some handcuffs, some tasers, some pepper spray, maybe a couple of landmines, maybe a couple of buzz saws. Oh, it's so perfect. Anyways, the main reason as to why parking tickets are so inhumane is because they should not be allowed to make me this aroused. Seeing a parking ticket slapped on my car is the biggest, fattest tease that I could ever imagine. Like, when I get a parking ticket, I'll be sitting there for the rest of my ride home with big blue balls. Which brings me back to the beginning of this video. Remember when I shared that ancient Chinese quote with you? Even the filthiest whore in the brothel will want a monument to her chastity. What does that mean? I don't really know. I just noticed that a lot of video essays start with like a bunch of Asian or Chinese philosophies, and I just wanted to try it out to see if it would work. I don't think it really did work, because usually in these video essays they're full of pretentious bullshit and deep quotes, and the comment section is full of like 14-year-old Sigma males pretending to be intelligent. Like, if you made it this far, could you please comment some semi-intelligent and pretentious and douchey bullshit just to make me look smart and cool? Type something silly like, the Joker terrifies us, not because he kills people, but because he makes us enjoy watching him kill people. Pure poetry. Or, I don't know, type your own literary analysis on why you think parking tickets are inhumane. Anyways, my name is KFC Legends, thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Later.